Hello and welcome back to YorkshireLand, the remake. I'm RickboBaggins and this is episode 46. And today's episode we are going to be focused on fuel. And the reason for that is because at the moment we are not even getting half the amount of fuel. And we've dropped below that 1500 residents that we got a few weeks back. So we're going to focus on getting some more fuel, but this time instead of being coal-based fuel, which is currently what we're using, as we started in 1850, we are now in 1940. So we are going to be getting some oil-based fuel. And if we come over here, we've got a oil well in Leeds that we're going to make use of. We've got another one over in York as well, because you do really need two for our actual oil, as you can see. It takes two. So yeah, that's exactly what we're going to do, is we're going to probably bring a chain round here, crossing over near this bridge and coming down to our oil refinery over in Hull, which is then going to obviously refine said oil and bring it over, and we're going to get onto this track somehow. I'm not sure if we're going to do a little bridge over here or a bridge over there, but we're going to then be able to make use of this infrastructure that's already in place going up to Harrogate, and then we're going to use their fuel refinery to bring that fuel all the way to our Leeds oil well. That way we don't have any dead trains. And what do I mean by dead trains? Well, so usually if I make a route from here to here, that's going to make money. It's going to bring oil, and then we're going to use refined oil all the way up to this place here, which is going to make money. And if we just left the fuel there and took the fuel from there to Leeds and had a separate train coming down back to collect the oil again, then this trip here wouldn't be making any money. But we're actually going to move the fuel over to here, but we may do that in this episode. It might end up being next episode, depending on how long this episode or this task takes to build. So yeah, we're going to get some more fuel coming in. So at the moment we've got coal based, and this will be oil based. We may split this up into one or two episodes. So one for the infrastructure setup, and we'll get a train on the go, make sure it works. And then the next episode we might look at optimizing it and making sure we're getting the best rates out of the line, and do a bit of detailing as well. So yeah, that's what today's episode is all about. Get yourself a nice cup of tea, some biscuits, and enjoy. So if we start off at the Leeds oil well and work out where we're going to, which route we're going to go, because we can really do one of two ways. We can pretty much come down here, around the mountain, and to here. So what we are doing is we're doing a loop system. So from here to here to here. So 3 points. So obviously we need to turn around here, and turn around here. Or what we could do is, as you come down here, we use this line. We use this line, or do we have its own line? What trains are on here? Oh, there's a food train, and they're pretty slow because they're carrying the wagons that have a max speed of 29 miles per hour. Whereas this, we'll be able to do 50 with the wagons, that because it's just fuel. It uses the same wagons for all three types of fuel, which is brilliant. We've got this bit here. We could come down here, because I need to try and make sure that we can bring York oil well into the system in the future. I think what we might do is, because we need to start here, I'm going to just do this bridge. In fact, let's just put a placeholder here, because do we have any actual boats coming past? Can boats go past at the moment? If with that bridge, I think we can. Yeah. Right, so just going to put a placeholder just so that we can figure out where we're going. I might redo this entire road as well. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Yeah, pretty strange place to start, but this is where we're starting. So if I just delete the road, I'm going to redo this bridge as well, but again, we're just going to put a placeholder here for now. What is going on there? Well, let's turn country off for a start. Oh, it's because it's coming into the... I see. I see what's happened. Come on, game, catch up. Thank you. Would it be better coming that way? Yeah, there we go. Right. Again, just a placeholder. I don't know. That bit. No, you know what? We'll do that so we know it's a placeholder. Right. Placeholder in place. Let us... Yeah, I'm going to start here because I need to put a turning circle in. And then, in fact, we're going to delete the entire road. We're going to have a track and a road side by side. I think that'll look good. Right, that's the road done. In fact, let's get rid of that and let me level things out. It's always nice to work on a level playing field, especially when we're going to do a turning circle. Right, we can smooth things off afterwards. I just want to figure out where we are. So we want to do buildings, and it's going to be for it. We're going to use this lovely zigzag mod. Favorite mods. It's where we can do custom tracks. We want street connection on. Let's increase the capacity by 3, and let's do 2 tracks. Station size, I think can we get away with 280? Is that going to be too big? Bearing in mind, what about 240? 240 is a bit more reasonable, isn't it? Not really going to future-proof it though. Do we need trains more than 240 metres? Bearing in mind we're going to have to do the same at the other stations as well. Yeah, let's go with 240. I'll try and get that as straight as I can, maybe. Yeah, something like that. And then if we get our track, bearing in mind I want to try and do this as close as I can. Yeah, that don't look too bad. It's flat as well. Wait. There we go. I think that looks a bit better. Bit of a bend in that. Yeah, I'm going to be in. I'm going to redo this. Give me a second. Do the road first. The straight bit first. And then do this circle. And then that looks much better, doesn't it? Miles better. Do we need to do... I'm just going to do 1 track for now. We can always work out doubling it up after. So you are the inner one, aren't we? So let's stick with that one. And we need to get over to that road. This bit here. Let's stick that on. Like so. Ooh. Okay, that don't look too bad. We do have a tunnel there. How about we'll level things out first? Smooth it out. That might end up looking a bit better. And we don't have a tunnel. We've done the wrong one. We needed the inner one. So let's try that again. Although there is going to be a section, isn't there, where... Yeah, we do need to do more than 1 line. And I've just realised we've done that on the inner one. And actually, the bridge is the outer bit. Okay, that looks like... Might get away with this. We're redoing this road bridge anyway, so... Right, we need to get this onto there. Now, let me just double check on... Yeah, we're going on the left because we're in the UK. So that's where we're going. So we want this to go this way around. And you can stop this way. And to make sure that we don't have to mess around with waypoints, if we make this one way, we'll have no choice but to go round the loop, and it won't flip-flop basically. So if we put this track in, No, we want to go the other way. That, but obviously a lot more. A little bit further down. Right. Question is, can we make this so that it stays at 75 miles an hour? If we do, how stupid is it going to look? I don't want it to go too big. But I also don't know. 50 miles an hour is what I said the maximum was, isn't it? So if the train's not going to go above 50, then let's do as junction 50. Don't have to slow down. Is that too big of a footprint for this oil refinery? Bring it further up here. Alright, 40 miles an hour. It's going to slow down a little bit, but I mean the footprint's a little bit smaller. Yeah, I think that's fine. That's fine. So it's going to come up this way, and then it's going to come back down this way. Excellent. Right, we'll have another stop. I don't know. Let's stop here. Don't know why, but we're doing it there. And then we want 2 stops this way. Oh, we want to stop about. We don't need to stop here. You would need to stop on this side though, wouldn't you? So where's this end? There. Again, trains are doing above 50, so let's just leave it like that. They can come, go onto this side. Excellent, I think we're done for there. Again, we'll smooth things out. We need to put the road in, don't we? I want it to be a curved road, since we track curves around. Right, can we just snap? I do like the new snapping. Okay, so I don't like snapping there. Bit there. And then can we just do another section? Where's that turning bit? Right, there we go. I do like that. How bad does that look? Does it look alright? I don't think that looks too bad. We've got a bear. Hello, Mr. Bear. Right, let's get that in. Again, painting, smoothing will make this look miles better. Oh, what's going on here? It comes out and comes back in. Maybe I do small increments and... That looks a little bit better, doesn't it? Again, we can neaten things up when we need to. Is that too close? Yeah, right. That's fine. Go back to our rail. Oh, it does actually fit as well. I don't know how it fits. That is such a glitch. Look, we're gonna go into the into the bridge. There's bridges going, and we're gonna redo that anyway. But let us make us way. Oh, I've just realised something. We need to figure out how to get over here to get up. So this is the train coming in this way. And turn around, and then it's going to make its way out that way, aren't we? Oh no, come in this way. Then it's going to turn off this. It's going to have to... Let's do... In fact, I get confused which way to go. We're going to go this way because this is what we said we were going to do. So that's what we're sticking with. Right, we need to get over here. So I don't want loads of tunnels because tunnels are boring to ride through. So I do want to just have a little look. Say all tunnel, and that's boring. We're not doing that. It is a lot more practical. I'll make more money, and it's going to be a lot quicker. But yeah, we're not here for that, are we? We're here to make it look good. I'll try to anyway. We could. You know what? I want to come... Oh, 1 second. What about if we do something like that? But I want to go below the bridge, so what about if we press M and N? Bringing it down. I'm going to go under the bridge. Ah, there we go. Use the dot. Is that enough clearance for a train? I don't think it is. Let's just figure this out. Right, we'll come up here, come up there, come past this, and then, yeah, this will work. But I think we're going to go the other way. So we're going to come down this way. Let's get to level ground. Let's figure out what is the lowest point. So if we bring this out, you can see where the mouse cursor is. 33 meters, 40. So we want to try and find as low, a low point. I think 30 meters is probably the lowest we've got. 28. Alright, we'll just do it from here. Let's get off this view. Little bridge, that's not too bad. I don't mind a little bridge. Ah, no bridge. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I think that'll work. What's that? This is the inner one. This one, this side, the left side. I want to make sure. On the side, right? So we are making his way. I'm gonna go around here. Oh, let's have a look. Oh, I don't want a bridge because we need to be able to set up a station here in the future to come on to here. Get another train, you know, sending. This could work. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with that. Let's just tick that. Double it up. Oh, I could have made the tunnel a little bit shorter, couldn't I? It's built now. It's built. Right, so guys, track. In fact, I'll double it up and I'll bring you back once I've done that. Right, so we've doubled the track up all the way up to Leeds Oil Well. We are going to build a station and get that started in a few moments, but we need to bring his train down, bring his oil, get it turned into refined oil, and in fact, it's crude oil and it's just turned into oil. So yeah, get our crude oil, turn it into oil, and we need to make his way over to the oil refinery, the fuel refinery in Harrogate. So I'm thinking we're going to use this track because it's already here, and then we can come off from here up to the fuel refinery, do a little turning circle, and come back down. So I'm thinking we could either do a bridge, maybe coming off here, or thinking we could actually just bring it off here, which gives us a bit more room, I think. So yeah, let me just have a little look at which is going to be the best. Okay, so we could go that way, although that could work, but it is not going to allow us a ship to go through. We're going to have to do that a little bit higher. Although, what we could do is come up here. Again, so it turns about here, doesn't it? So yeah, give me a few moments and let me figure out this. So we want to, well, first of all, what we're going to use. Oh, we could use something like that. Oh, it's pretty funky, doesn't it? But either way, we need to make it so that ships can go underneath. That does, but then it doesn't actually work. Right, give me a few moments to try and get a decent bridge working, and I'll bring you back. we changed his mind and we decided rather than doing it up here, we're going to do it down at the bottom. We've got enough room for ships to go through, so that it's future proofed. And yeah, we're going to put it in, and we're going to hope. We are really going to hope that we can do one on the other side, and it still looks good. Yeah, that don't look too bad. So we'll go with that. We can still get. Now the question is, can we get it onto this track? Whoa, what's going on here? Let's try that again. Too much slope. Oh, 1 minute. Did we have it then? No, it's still going to cost too much slope. Maybe we do something like this. Not too bad. Yeah, I think we're going to go with that. Come down here. Now the question is, do we just move across? I want to do 75 miles an hour really, but 60, I guess that'll do. You know, we're going to have to slow down when we're changing junctions now and then. I'll get 75 miles an hour. The question is, have we got any chance of derailing? That don't look too bad actually. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. So, we can now get across this bridge, and I do want to delete this little end bit. Alright, bridge still looks okay. Get his track. And what happens if we... This road's going to be in his way, isn't it? Now, is this the inner one or the outer one? Okay, that works if this road wasn't in the way. So yeah, let's... Oh, we could build anyway. No. Delete this road. Now, let's go back a little bit more. Again, is this the inner one? It is. Okay, we still got a collision. Now, let me work this out and I'll bring you back. Okay, we're going into the river, so we're going to come out a bit. We're going to make that hill. Hope it don't look too bad. Let's put a second one in. Again, doesn't look too bad. I'm just going to do a bit of level in here because this looks terrible. So first of all, let's just make everything the same size, and then we can smooth it out a little bit. Oh, it's press play. I don't know why it's paused. Oh, looks a bit better now, doesn't it? Have a little view out to the ocean before we get into the forest. Right, back to getting this track where we need it to go. So let's do this one so we can, on this side of the track. double click. There we go. How does that look? Okay, do we need it to bend? Let's go further down this way. No, what that'll do. That'll do. And we want to get the same size. That's not the same. I'm coming from other way. Custom tracks. We want street connection on. Let's increase the capacity by 3. Yep, that was good. Let's get that in. We now need to redo this road. I don't want too bad actually. Not bad at all. Yeah, we need to level out a little bit, but let's just do that now. Can we get away with 280? Is that going to be too big? Bearing in mind, what about 240? Right, we can do fine little touches afterwards. So we have what we got sorted so far. We can get as oil. Obviously, we need to do a station here. Round here, we've got this station already set up. I'm going to bring it up, get over this nice lovely bridge we've just made. I'm quite happy with this bridge actually. So, let's have a look. You know, a little screenshot there. Right, we'll get some better screenshots afterwards, but so it's going to come down here. In fact, what I do want to do is I want to just smooth this out a little bit. Now, how bad does this look? Does it look better once we've done a bit of painting? Wrong thing. Go right. I think I've just painted underneath the bridge there. It don't look too bad. I might redo this bit, but I might do that off camera because this is going to be very nitpicky. It don't look too bad. Right, I'm going to leave it for now. You guys let me know in the comments and we'll change it if you guys say that it needs to be redone. We're redoing this bridge, aren't we? Because I don't like this. Although this is one what we've already done, isn't it? We'll leave it for now. We're going to come up here and now we need to work out how we're going to get to Harrogate fuel station. In fact, let us just get his station out. Building zigzag, and you know what, it's got the same settings that we used on the last one, so we're going to return that. I'll do something like this. I can try and use a turning circle around the refinery plant. So we've got that in. We may need to delete this road, in fact. Let's just delete that. And this, let's just go back to there. Let's flatten this out because, again, next episode we're going to detail it, and also we're doing a turning circle, so also helps with that. Right, we've got it level-ish, so let's get some tracking. Where we're coming from, so let's have a look. We're going to come from here, aren't we? Going to come up here. No, we're going straight into this bit for turning circle. Yeah, I guess we're going to have to come out just after. Now the question is, it looks like we might cut straight through how we get there. Well, that's going to cost us a pretty penny, isn't it? What's the speed coming off here? 75 miles an hour. Okay, okay. We're going straight through Harrogate, getting rid of quite a lot of their buildings. 7 to be precise. You know what? I think that it might look good. So you know, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. It's going to build out as well, isn't it? So it might look good when we're on our cab rides. You know what? I think I might just place that there because that's a nice little junction without any chance of derailing. Yep, let's go for it. Put a little junction box here or something. Again, that would be... oh, look at that. We've not actually get rid of any roads. Any houses here. Go there. And let's delete... Yeah, let's delete them too. Delete this road. Yeah, that should do it. Now, the question is, we're coming up on the left, aren't we? So we want to go this way round. So if I do something like that, hoping we can... Don't know what's going on with this terrain. We didn't do a good job of the levelling. It don't need to go quick, it's going around the factory, isn't it? Yeah, let's just go like that. And like that. You know what, this might work. This might look alright. Yeah, maybe. Especially when we get to detailing. Right, that doesn't look too bad. We still need to figure out a way for our road. And you know what, I'm liking the fact that we come along the, you know, seeing the traffic at the side. We might put a little fence up at some point. Right, next episode. Right, let's try this again. Need to... Okay, that looks alright, that. Does it look alright? You know what, I think we're gonna go with that. And then do something like... Oh, that's the problem though, isn't it? Right, do that. I'm just gonna delete that and redo the road. Do something like that. And turn it round. Then if I delete this bit, there we go. Again, we do need to level things out, but again, that can wait. You know what? That won't half bad. Is this station connected? It is. We're just using the one for now. We can figure out when we're putting more trains on with that connection. Let's get this bit of road in. In fact, let's delete that there. Let's do the road like that. Let's delete this. And I am going to just smooth the town out. Right. Sometimes it's better to go a bit small around the track. How does that road look? It's crossing here. You know what? Don't look too bad, actually. We're going to get rid of this bush, though. In the way of our track. Signals. We need signals here, don't we? So let's get his train signals out. We don't need auto signal at the moment. So let's use stop there. And stop there. Stop there, which is probably not the wisest place to have a stop. Did I delete that bit? I feel like it's there for a reason though, isn't it? You're stopping there and stopping people. Yeah, let's get rid of that. We don't need that in the middle of a junction. Watch me break something else now. Oh, these are one way apparently. Oh well, that's fine. We want our track to be one way anyway, to be fair. Where are we? So we've got us fuel. We can bring it as way back. I'll add the auto signals in afterwards. Oh, I'll quickly do a junction here though. Oh, we've already got that junction in place because this is pre-built, wasn't it? Yeah, make his way back down here. Oh, I'm getting a bit lost there. So in fact this time we're going to come through York. Yeah, come through York, across here, down here, and then we're going to branch off here. Yeah, to get to our Leeds oil well. Right, let me figure out the best way to put a junction in here. But I'm thinking we want it on both ways, don't we? So I'm thinking maybe a junction here. So we decided to flatten it out and we've put this junction in. And it actually connects quite well. It does have to slow down to 50 miles an hour to get onto this track. But, you know, the wagons have a maximum speed of 50 miles an hour anyway. So we're not going to, as trains aren't going to travel any quicker than 50. So for now, this is efficient. So we'll get this plumbed in, you know what I mean. We'll get this connected to our main track. We still obviously need to branch out and get the station here built. But before we do that, we also need to bring these trains into here. So this section here, which goes into Leeds, will probably be just for the train. Well, first of all, for when we build his train, because that's our depot. And so it's going to come out here, and rather than having to go around the houses, it can just come up here to get to here, and then make its journey. But we need to make a section here. So I'll bring you back once I've figured the best route there. Right, we managed to get the other side in, and maintain that 50 miles per hour, so it's not going to drop, which is nice. Right, we're back. So I've painted, I've signalled, and we've flattened all the track that we've built so far. Now we need to do the last station. So this oil, the fuel, is going to come down here. We need to come off here to drop off the fuel here, and then pick up the oil. Well, not the crude oil. You know which one I mean. So yeah, this is going uphill. So yeah, this is gonna be fun to try and branch off. So 50 miles an hour is the maximum speed we can do with our trains. So I'm gonna see if we can maintain at least that. Oh, we got down to 49 miles an hour. You know what? If we've got no chance of derailing, we're keeping it. But we've got chance of derailing. Look at that, it's terrible. So let's try that again. Again, it's going to be quite difficult due to the fact that we are going uphill. So if I can get this at 50. Oh, okay. That's doing it at 60. But that looks terrible. How about if we're... No, I don't want to go that far up. Maybe go up a bit more. That's where we want to be, isn't it? We do 75 miles an hour. That's not going to get where we need it to be, though. We need it. We can get 51. But the inner one will be 50 then. That's my thoughts. Right, does that look... That looks a lot better. So let me just press OK on there. Bring the second one out. Okay. Not too bad. It's going uphill though, like massively. Right, let's figure out how we're going to get this. So do we come round here? So what we want is to the help to then branch off here. So let me figure out this bit. Let me, in fact, I can give you a quick time lapse of this bit, just to show you the process. Right, let's try a curved station. So if I do something like that, is this going to give us just enough room for the track to connect? It is, but we are going to really slow down. We're coming into a station, so I guess that's a given. It's expected. Come on, let's try from this way. Too much slow, of course there is. In fact, does this work? Oh, let's just figure out this. Although, we need 3 as well, don't we? We could do a separate station maybe for the fuel. Could work. Just branch off here, turn in a circle, come back. I don't know. Something along them lines. That's again still going to be an issue. Delete this any further back. It's a bit too far. Right, I'm going to have a little play and figure out the best route for this. Right, seems we are going to have to put the station at the back. So it does slow right down when we get to these junctions, but it is what it is. And as I mentioned, you know, we're coming into... We can build and design all this so it looks like it's one big, massive factory and storage area. So let us get this all connected up and leveled out. Right, we've sorted that out, we've levelled it out. Just need to get the road in, so let's get that sorted out. And, oh yeah, we need to put some track in, so let's do the track first. Because you can't do roads over bits where it goes in. So if we do something like... Could just do that and do a double switch. Should be able to get onto every one then. You can get onto that side, you can get onto that side. We need... Not like that as well, don't we? Although it's going to be one way, so I think we should be alright. In fact, just see. Slip switch. Where we... Oh, we did Did miss a little bit of leveling off here, but again we can go over it off camera, and let's check the best route for this. We do it any closer. Alright, I think that's as close as we're going to get. And let's delete that. And I don't know, let's do something. I want a straight road. If I hold C down, it should stop snapping. There we go. And if we just delete that. Again, we'll make this look nicer in our detailing and optimization episode. Yeah, that should do us for now. Just so that we can start making some money on this line and get it operational. So what do we need? We need to buy a train. So let's go over to our custom depot. Game's running a little bit slow at the moment. We've got a lot of things going on. So yeah, this is our depot. So if we select that, no, it's the one at the side of it. And let's buy a vehicle. In fact, before we buy a vehicle, if I get off that screen, then press buy. That's what we like. Right, so we want the most powerful train that we've got. And, well, bearing in mind we need to work out how much it's going to cost per year as well. Although we are running at 1/8 of the speed, so a year is basically 1/8 of the year. Right, there we go. That's really expensive. That's electric. Oh, steam, 99. We, again, as wagons, have got a maximum speed of 50 miles an hour, and that's £1.9 million. That's electric. That is £1.3 million, 53 miles an hour. About the same amount of power. No, not quite, but I think we might go with this Russian Class FD, you know. Although, that's not much more power, is it? It's a smaller train, and it's UK. Yeah, I think we're going to go with one of these. So it's 1.36, that's 1.39, so it's actually a little bit cheaper. It does a little bit more quicker speed, but again, we're maxed out at 50 miles an hour as wagons. So yeah, well, let's go with one of them. And I want to basically get the cargo with the most amount of capacity. 12, 9, 12. Alright, so these look a little bit shorter. I might be able to get a few more of these on. In the contrast from early tankers, this was built in Russia in the early 20th centuries. It was not until 1900 that safety standards were introduced, although thousands of the coaches were already in use. 12, 5. We got anything else? I don't think we do. I think everything else is... Oh, that's a tanker. But again, oh, there's 51 miles an hour, but it's only 5. So it's either the longer ones or the shorter ones. They do weigh heavier. In fact, let's just have a look at the difference. So I'll do 240. Yeah, let's get rid of one. 238, because the station's just 240 metres, so we don't want the train to be longer than the station, because then it'll reduce the loading speed. So how much is that? 300 capacity. Let me see what it would be like if we used the other ones. 216. Yeah, you know which ones we're going to go with, don't you? Yep, you're right. The tank cars. Oh, these ones anyway. But we changed the colour. We're going to go with black, but that were too, like, this looks a nicer black. Anyway, let's get us £22.2 million train. And let's just call this oil to fuel. Oil to fuel. We might get a better name off camera, but that'll do for now. We need to create a new line. Get out of that view and make it black. So, where are we starting? So, over in our Leeds oil well, we're going to pick up our oil. So, it's going to be a full load. And we are going to come and drop it off. And we're going to wait 3 minutes for a full load of oil. So, crude oil, take it and dropped off and picked up oil. We then come up here and drop this off at the fuel refinery. So let us just work out the route it's taking. So it's going to come around here. Excellent, that's what we want it to do. Which platform is it using? You might as well use number 1. Yep, there we go. So then comes up here. We've got signals. We've got no signals down here, and for some reason you're going the wrong way. So what we need to do is put some signals. Let's just pin that. Not pin. Exit. This is the line, isn't it? Pin the line. Then what we want to do is get our signal out. Get a one-way signal. And this is do a stop here. Do we want to stop here? Yeah, let's just do one there. And one there. Now the question is why? I know why. Got to put the rail in this side. Make sure it's snapped on. Yeah, it is. Going down to 42 miles an hour there anyway, isn't it? So you know what I'll do? There we go. So we come up here. We're not crossing. Excellent. That's what we like to see. And we make his way up here over this new bridge, which I think looks quite cool. And up here, which is the existing line to Harrogate. We go through Harrogate, well, the outskirts of Harrogate, and make his way up here. Now, for some reason, you are not going round. So what we need to do is we need to put a one-way signal on this side. I'll get his track out, signal. We don't need auto signal on, so you know, let's put it there. That's pretty cool. Although we want a whistle as well, don't we? I know it's a bit close, but it's, it is what it is. There we go. After the signal, and now it's going the proper way. Although we've got a warning. What's this warning? Right, let's just pause it a moment because we've got mutual blockage. I want to make sure this junction's working as it should do. No, it's not. It's going down there for some reason. Why are you going down there? Why are you doing that? That is not the way you're meant to be going. Ah, I know why. Because for some reason, it's going back on itself. Why is it doing that? You were working a minute ago. Could make that into a double slip switch. So that is slowing the... No, we need to get onto the other side of thing, don't we? Let's turn that off. That slows stuff down. So from here, just put a track in going onto that side. We maintain 50. Oh, it's 48 there anyway, so... I'll do. Right. I think we've fixed things. Although, we've not fixed that bit, have we? Why is that? So you're coming down here. Why can't you come up here? Ah, because I need to put a track going this way. Where's... can we do this? Apparently not. Oh, well, this hasn't gone to plan, has it? Right, there you go, that'll do. Right, the track's going the right way around now. That took some doing. Poor planning on my part, it seemed. Right, we've got no mutual blockage now. Yeah, let's jump aboard the train. Let's have a look at where we are. Have we got the different angles? We do. But what we can do is we can use his mouse and his own angles when the game catches up. Yeah, so the new Leeds oil well train, which is going to go get us some fuel. Well, the game doesn't seem to be running very smoothly at the moment. Kind of ruining this cab ride we've got. But I do love a long train. Especially when it's coming around a corner like it is now. It's just all just backing up. It's still going. It's still going. Ah, there's the end as we hit some trees. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the video of our little infrastructure construction that we have done, bringing a train to go collect crude oil, get that over to our oil refinery, and then up towards Harrogate, where it gets turned into fuel. And then this will bring it back, and the next episode we are going to optimise this route by getting a lot more trains on. We will then work out how much money it's made and how much money more it's made after the optimisation. I will let this run a little bit between episodes. So don't forget to subscribe if you've not already done so you don't miss out on the next episode where we get more trains and get an actual train getting into fuel collected and bringing that into Leeds, and see how many more residents we get as a result. So I'll leave you with a little bit of a cab ride. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that jazz. And as always, thanks for watching and happy gaming.